Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mystery Music Box. I'm trying something a little different this week. I've been away for a couple weeks, but I'm back and I'm going live. Just trying to give it a try and see if we can get this thing going a little bit easier without delay, as they say. So I have a couple of cassettes to talk about in the Mystery Music Box right here. Which, if you haven't followed my channel before or haven't seen us yet, haven't seen me yet, this is about me talking about old audio cassettes from that I collected over the years, and talking about music and my recollections of such things. I apologize for not being around for a couple of weeks, but hopefully I can get this schedule back on track. All right. So let's not delay. Let's go into the music mystery box, and I will see cassettes we can talk about today. The first one is Paul Lane, Stick It in Your Ear. There you go. So Paul Lane is a Canadian singer. He was a solo artist, as judged by this cassette, and since then he went on to be in Danger Danger. He was in an album. He did an album that I have that I really like called Dawn. It's darker for Danger Dangers type stuff, but I liked it. It was good, a good mid '90s type, grungy comeback for a hair metal band type thing. But it's got a lot of good songs on it, and his voice is really, really good. Now he's singing for a group called Trooper, which is kind of like a Canadian, much beloved band. So I'm looking forward. I've actually tried to get my band Gelatin Skeleton on some shows with Trooper. It hasn't happened yet, but maybe one of these days, Paul, I'll get on the same bill as you guys. So let's see about this album. So this album came out, I want to say like 88 or 90. It came out in 1990. Um, and he had a single from it called Doriana that I remember seeing the video for, and I remember thinking he looked cool, his voice was cool. So I picked up the tape, and at the time, it didn't really blow me away. It didn't do much for me because at the time I wasn't really as into like the AOR type thing. It's kind of like a cross between like a Danger Danger thing plus like with me it's like a Brian Adams type thing. And that wasn't really what I was into at the time. Although since then I've revisited the tape, and really every song on it is a banger, except I'm not crazy about Heart of America. It's a little too rah rah for me. But but the other songs are really excellent, and he's a really good singer. And I don't think I picked this up new. I think I picked it up used. Um, Really underrated Canadian singer. It's a good tape. I recommend checking it out. I don't know if it's ever been reissued on CD or not. Oh, incidentally, Paul Lane has been doing some albums with Bruno Ravel as the Defiance with Rob Marcello on guitar. Those are also really good. So he's an excellent vocalist. You should check it out. Paul Lane, Stick It in Your Ear, produced by Bruce Fairburn. All right, let's see what else we got in the box of mystery. Lee Aaron, Bodyrock, another Canadian artist. It's CanCon Day, I guess. So Lee Aaron is the metal queen of Canada. She has a lot of really good songs, and this album was particularly successful up here in Canada. Um, what You Do to My Body. Um, what was the other one called? Hands On. Those were good singles. The videos were fun. Um, I think I heard a story that her record label wanted her to hire a big expensive producer and all this other stuff, and she wanted them to trust her. So they finally gave in or something like that, and she ended up putting out an album that sold really well up here. It's an excellent album. I didn't buy it at the time either. I liked her at the time, but I was like 19 or 20 or something like that, and it was like you can't buy chick bands or whatever. So luckily, I've gotten over such thinking, and this is a really good tape. Um, I mean, some of it's a little, it's very tongue in cheek for the most part, but it's really, really good. She's got an excellent voice. She's still doing it. She still looks good. She still sounds good. So, Body Rock from Lee Aaron. This is a good one. Um, I gather she didn't break open too much in the U.S. So if you're an American and you find this tape, check it out. It's pretty good stuff. And the last one I just kind of caught a glimpse of in the corner of my eye. This one is another Canadian, Boomerang. Boomerang. This is an independent tape. This one's kind of a funny story. So Boomerang is a local band. They're kind of like from Kentville, which is kind of not too far from here. And this kind of relates back to my Loxley video that I did a while back. This was another tape that back in the day, girls that my band back in the day would party with, would get tapes from bands and then give them to the other bands. And so anyway, I ended up getting this cassette from a young lady. I don't know, I don't remember who, but she gave me this. And what's funny about it is the bass player went to my high school, and these guys had a bit of luck. They ended up in Metal Edge's Rock on the Rise, which I was pretty jealous of. Um, and so Brian was the bass player, and he went to my school. And I used to work at a convenience store, like the night shift, and he'd come in after jamming and tell me all about the band and stuff like that. But then the funny thing is that the guitarist, Darren, I can't point backwards, Darren, and then the singer Dan, have gone on to become kind of members of the Gelatin Skeleton family. Which is my band. Uh, Dan's been in a couple of our videos, and Darren played a gig with me and helped me write one of the songs. They're good guys, and they're really good. This tape is actually one of the better independent tapes of the era that I own, at least. Some of the songs are really tongue in cheek. Dan's voice is really good. Um, Darren's always a rocking guitar player. He's really good. You should check him out, Darren Michael Boyd, on online. He's got a YouTube channel as well. He's still doing stuff. But yeah, Boomerang. Well, what's it called? Well, it's got some really good songs on it. Someone like FNA Records or Eonian Records or one of those companies should probably find these guys and say, "Hey, let's put out your old tape on CD." I don't know if Darren and Dan would be up for it, but I'd like to see it because I think it's pretty good, and it'd be nice to see these songs enjoyed by more people. Anyway, Boomerang. Uh, Boomerang, Lee Aaron, and Paul Laine, Canadian Content Day at the Mystery Music Box. So that's all I have to say about the tapes today. Hopefully, I'll get my schedule more on track, and I'll be able to do some more videos for you guys soon. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this live experiment, and I will talk to y'all soon. All right, see ya.